the first time or like the second time that I am live on YouTube. So please let me know if the sound is good. Please like or comment if you would like me to do more of those videos. I thought I should try a new form. I always have you guys questions, and sometimes I took a lot of the time to reply. So this time, if you have any question from you guys, it's the 11:11 tomorrow. Today is the 10 of 11. If you guys have any questions, something that you will like me to do, like a free service, I am open for it. And I do have a team. It's like a trend that I haven't seen in my sessions with my students, of my clients. And let me know if you guys have any comment or any question, or the sound is good. Well, like, I'm not sure I can see your comments yet, but whenever I see them, I will let you know so I can reply on time when you ask. And first of all, tomorrow it's the 11:11 portal. It's a portal of manifestation. Normally, 11:11, it could be higher self in me, twin flame in me, whatever I'm mirroring, because it's one looking at a one. But at the same time, it's a portal. It's an opening for the energy of the heavens, your guys' spirit. Oh, I can read your comments. Guys' spirit to come through. Normally, the location of Earth, it will allow the planets, the energy, connections, contracts to help us to receive guidance, healings, activation. Yes. That's an excellent question. What to do the 11:11? Well, I do have a prayer that I was doing for myself, and I'm gonna do a code that I will post for free for you guys to use it like a collective code. I will put that in the community service of YouTube and then in Instagram and in Facebook. If you guys haven't followed me on Encoded Frequency, well, then I will post that after the video with a recording that I am editing for you guys to do. But easy. You can do any meditation for manifestation, for alignment, for calibration that you feel guided from any person that you like, or make your own. That's the simple thing. Second thing, you can do a wishing list. Why writing your desires when I can just tell them? Because when you have your desires, those are not physical, are etherical. But when you make, thank you for being here, Joe. When you make the energy physical by writing it, it will be easier for those dreams to become real and physical. So you could use a representation like a code, like the ones I have in my hands. That, okay, this one. I am using henna, so they last like a couple days. They start just fading, and then I draw them again. Any code that you can find in Google, an infinity symbol, they have a crystal, just put a crystal on top. You can just send love from your heart. You can put your hands. If you know Reiki, you can Reiki your intentions. For me, I like to make a code, and I'll give you a code for manifestation if you want to. For me, I like to draw a code and then I put crystals on it. Sometimes I put a tea candle if I have. I put a glass of water. Sometimes I put incense, whatever I have on hand. Don't get complicated. But a code that I use for myself for manifesting, and I'm going to explain you. I'm going to make this very quickly so it's not going to be perfect. Why a code? Because a code can represent anything you want, right? So for me, this is me having open arms, and this is me, and this is my chakra. So I'm grounding and I'm downloading from the source. If you see, this is like an opening, right? It's like a glass that opens. So this represents that I'm open to receive what is meant for me in synchronicity, for the divine order and the highest outcome for all. And always add, when you do intention, something that I have learned with my classes and my students, because I do that among myself, is when, who, how long. It's like setting boundaries with someone. When you have your house, you don't have the doors open for anyone to come and then eat from your refrigerator, right? Normally we have a door. Normally people will knock the door or will call you, hey, can I go to your house? Yes, but you can come on Sunday or we can talk at that time. You agree on something for that exchange to take place. This is what intentions are. If you don't set intentions, whatever it is arising energetically, it will pull to the physical. So in this mechanic, we manifest all the time, but not always what we were expecting to manifest. Why? Because I don't set the intention that has a strong pull to be manifesting energetically. When my third eye open, not all the time, or my within sessions when I'm drawing or between sleep, because I dream a lot of the things that I draw, I dream of them. So when I see how the energy is, I see the holographic representation of my true intention. So something that is a true intention is something that I may not be aware in the ego as Gretel, but I am already vibrating on it. That's why sometimes things are gonna be unexpected in my reality. So when you see things at the energy level, everything I think it is, and it is energetically before I think I'm going to think on it. If I'm in a session and then the client says, Gretel, I'm so grateful. I'm feeling the love coming towards me before the person says, I'm grateful for it. And then when I say, I'm grateful too, whatever the energy person sent to me, it just multiply like in rays of love. And then it kind of holds us both into a beautiful field of light. So seeing things like that, it's beautiful. Now, what if energetically, maybe you don't see, but maybe you sense something that isn't that comfortable, like energy mismatch. Well, then cleanse yourself. Normally, I will do cleanse, 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 and then I breathe, and then I am in like a shower of light. So intentions is saying, I will connect if I want that if. I would like that when this and this and this and this. And boundaries not always apply for who can enter your house and when. It also applies for energy, people you know, things you want to, right? Good thing its intentions can be changed at any second just by setting a new intention because it's valid that we can change our opinion, right? What I wanted to manifest when I was 7 or 6, it was just Barbies, right? I wanted the Dr. Barbie, the astronaut Barbie, because it was what it was in my time. I'm 43. But now I don't want to have Barbies anymore. I want different things. So another thing tip that I have learned, it's always ask for the highest outcome for all because what if what I want to manifest it doesn't serve the greatest purpose? Imagine if when I wanted to get divorced from my ex, God have granted him the wish that we were going to be together forever and ever, then I wouldn't be here, soon. So because it wasn't the highest good, his wish wasn't granted. It was granted mine because I wanted to leave. So between your wish and what someone else is wishing, collectively, it will rule what serves the whole. So I guess I will do another video to talk about how you can find your purpose. So the question is it destiny or I am the architect of my own desires? I remember that I had that question in a channeling like a year ago. I was like, okay, I don't know. Let's find out. So during the channel, guy said that yes, there are some things that are not negotiable, but the majority of the things that happen are because of our own actions, like a consequence. I don't think they describe it in karma and dharma. I will go into that joke. It's more like a cause and effect. A friend of mine, Becky, she put it in this way, and I love the way. It's more like things that I do will have an effect in the field, and that field would represent a type of reality. So if, let's say, like when someone's asks, let's go eat, right? And you are a group of persons. Okay, one wants to eat, I want Italian, I want Chinese, I want Mexican food, I want healthy food, vegetarian or something. So you need to agree into something that will work for everyone else, right? This is why we add the highest outcome for all. I want this, but only if it's the highest outcome. I want this, but I can adjust it into what will serve all that it is. I hope that makes sense. And Joe, talking about the purpose, actually, this is a good question. And I've talked about this, about how encoded frequency started. It was nothing that I could have set an intention. It began because I was seeing guides and I wanted to know who were them and tell people, I'm seeing this, what it is. I'm seeing this symbol. What do you think it is? I speak in a type of gibberish, but I don't know what it is and what they want to. So, and your purpose, I'm going to say it in this way. Let me see. I think I had notes right here. Well, I will go from the mind. I used to work selling new cards. And I was going to say the brand in a dealer a few years ago, right? I remember in the dealer, I learned because whoever had good credit sometimes didn't want to purchase a car. Who wanted to purchase a car didn't have good credit. The car that the dad wanted, it didn't fit for the needs of the family. What the family wanted maybe didn't fit for the amount that they could afford, right? So I was like, trying to do myself because in that area it was I did not had a income fixated. It was depending on a percentage of the cars that I was gonna sell. I remember that I learned like a three rule that I think apply for the sole purpose. It's something that it's my element that I like, that I'm good at it, that I will be super happy with something that it's needed, that will be the solution from a need, but at the same time, that hold on, put it in English because in the cards it was that it's available, right? That I can do that. So in the third part is that it has potential to be, right? For example, we all know the story of Tesla, right? Tesla, he wanted free electricity for everyone. And he was super smart and he was doing things that were advanced the time that he had. That at that time, maybe his intention wasn't manifested. And this is just like me being surreal and trying to find the answers. It was because collectively people were not ready for it. Maybe people were not ready, maybe government were not ready, maybe the electricity companies were not ready for it. So his intention wasn't purchased by Gaia, even though it was needed. It wasn't serving what everyone wanted. Mm, Perhaps right now we would be ready for it. And there are some persons, companies that are investing in like in a free energy thing. I have seen a lot of things from young people in online. But in order for something to be purchasable for everyone, it has to supply a solution and it has to be something that it will benefit more than one person. So, what you like to do, that you are good at it, that's your own element, that's your passion, it has to fit the need and at the same time the benefit for more. It doesn't always apply for the job or the purpose. It also applies for what I want to manifest. Maybe I want to manifest that we don't have Christmas. Maybe I said, you know what? I don't want winter. I don't want Christmas. Let's just, God just take it over. Maybe the other kids will say, no, we want Santa Claus to come. We want to do have turkey and whatever, whatever. So the fact that my intention about erasing Christmas will be manifested or not, it's according to what is needed and what will benefit more than one person because I am all over. Yes, I do believe, according to the law of one, but that I am all other because if I'm God and all of you are God, then we're all coming from the same source. It means that we are all brothers and sisters at some dimension, at some scale, right? So, of course, at that level, I will want all others me to be good. Like if you have 10 companies and one is going in bankruptcy and two are doing good, great. Maybe you could merge them. Maybe you will put money from the ones that are doing good into the ones that are doing not good, or close this one, or recalibrate it into what will serve every company that you have. So this is what divine order is. And this is what divine orchestration or the highest outcome for all. Something that will help all of us because at that level you understand that you are all. So your purpose and at the same time you have mission, right? This is the way that I understand it. People may say it in different ways, and that's fine, but this is the way that I have understand. So I'm going to share that. Please let me know in the comments if you agree with this, if you have another idea. Maybe you can expand with your knowledge about what you know about purpose and mission. I think mission is more like what's my element, what I know, what I'm good at it, what's easy for me, what requires no challenge at all. It's like a piece of cake. And what I have to give to others. In this case, this mission will be your light worker mission. Like for me, encoded frequency will be encoded missions is within, right? But no one taught me how to draw. It just came through. It just evolved from me. It was just easy. For me, it was just like, I know how to do that. But I never learned. It was just ease. I have a niece who sings. She sings beautifully. I have a brother who has photographic memory. I have other brother who's super smart. He has like two jobs and it's just like done. And I'm like, how do you learn that? I remember that my super intelligence brother, he was like 3 and he was asking me for numbers and letters. And when he was 4, he already before kindergarten, he already knew how to read. And I was like, when did you learn to read? No one told you. He said, I just did it because I don't know. So some things are gonna be easy for you, right? So that thing that's easy for you, you have to put it in something that is going to be that solution that regardless of a systematic exchange or not, it will serve for the other use, right? Now, the purpose, if this purpose you divide it into mission and purpose, the purpose is what you don't know how to do, what feels hard, that sometimes is cyclically that you have done over and over and over and over. And that it is because you are creating a pattern. Normally, those purposes will be collective agreements, especially in the family net. It will be connected to other lifetimes. Maybe it's something that the majority in your family has it, or that everyone has it, maybe in different degrees, right? For example, I'm gonna be burned over here. Okay, my father, he was an alcoholic, right? So my stepfather, he was an alcoholic. My ex, he was an alcoholic. This is a pattern that has to do with purpose, which means addiction. It was part of what I needed to learn, but also my mom, but also my brothers and sisters, by also the other persons of my family. Now, none of my brothers or sisters would drink at all. So sometimes in a purpose pattern cycle behavior, you have someone who does it and someone who don't does it. That's the opposite, the contrast. And maybe in the middle, different spectrums of it. And you can see that in example of someone awake. Maybe being awake, maybe you are the only one awake in your family and the others aren't. But it's meant to be like that because everyone learns something about that behavior. For example, in my family, from my mom, we all draw. We all draw. It's just like easy and breezy. Grandsons, nephews, I mean, everyone does it. I'm the only one that does it professional. I have another sister and she's marvelous at it. I have another brother and he is writing books and drawing and doing it. So whether you do it for hobby or you do it professionally, we'll do it. And even the ones that do not work in something related to arts are good at it, like the ones that have normal jobs. So of some sing, other draw, or something play music, but we'll have something artistic, which means it's also part of the purpose. Purpose is not only that things that you don't know how to do. It's something that it's agreed collectively that you will have different degrees of learning so you master it, right? In your own way. So if I do it professionally, but my brothers don't do it, it means that I am doing on behalf of them. And I said, hey, you can have normal lives. I will learn it on behalf of all. I will do that on behalf of the family. And maybe others will do, okay, I will know how to do it, but it will just be my hobby. I will do it, but I will sing, but I will play the piano. Does that make sense? So everyone will do a portion of it. Send you a lots of love. Oh, I would like to know if my life is. Oh my God, it faded away. Let me see if I can read it here. Or if no, Anna, I will get back to you. It didn't give me the option to read. That's why we have those agreements. Now, good thing is agreements, you can change those at any time and always, which means because you choose something before coming, it doesn't mean you have to stick with it your whole life. You can do a meditation or have a session with a healer or something and then say, hey, you know what? This doesn't serve you anymore. We say all together that we wanted to deal with alcoholism, but now that I'm being here, I choose that I want to deal with, I don't know, I don't know, I want to be a teacher and then I want to learn about how to improve the health system, or I want to write, or I want to work in finances or something. So that changed, and then the whole thing adjusts. What my guy said, I will get back to you and I'll write it again because I wasn't able to read it and I can find it in my phone. What is not negotiable? Not negotiable, it will be something like, for example, taking Christmas or saying that chamomile tea is not for the stomach, because those are agreements that were signed by all of us as a collective, right? So there are some things that can change, of course, can change because we're manifesting at every second, as long as if the majority agrees with that new truth. Like, for example, when women were not allowed to vote. That was a pre-existed agreement collectively, globally, but it was changed because the majority says, hey, we don't agree with this anymore. And this is where I want to come. This doesn't apply to me anymore. It's the most beautiful phrase I've been practicing lately in my whole life and so helpful. Whenever I see something that I dislike, I'm like, this doesn't apply to me anymore. And then I remind that I put it in a box that I send it away from my life. And then I try to change the context. Purpose and mission. It's complicated to define, guys, because we're complex persons as human beings. We have desires, we have agreements with things. It's not only what I want the way I want it, because normally I will be connected to other persons in my life, soulmates, but you feel drawn to. It's something that comes to you over and over and over. And sometimes it's not easy to say it doesn't apply to me because it come back to you in a different way, in a different way, in a different way. So if it's in your life, it's for a reason. So learning the lesson, it's making your element, even though maybe you didn't know how to do it, like me with weird mysticism, esoteric. For me, it was my shadow. Lots of love, my guides in my life. So unbearable now. How do I fix it? Should I leave the country? Okay, hold on, Anna. Let me see if I. Mhm. Ah, okay, it feels like living, it's like a yes. You don't have to live right now. It feels like you will know when to leave, Anna. You will know when is the right time, and you will know because the door will open. Something will make it easy, and it will be the time right now. It feels as if that can change, but right now, living it's something that you are connected with a potential future timeline that it's not physically installing your present moment, but energetically it already is. But you have other doors that are, mm, yes, you have other doors that are potentially good outcomes for you. I think what you could do, Anna, is center yourself. And if you want to, guys, I can close with this. And I will let you guys know when I do another live. Probably I can go live tomorrow. I will post a time so you see 11:11. Maybe I can channel, get your questions, and you could do something to manifest the life of we want to, right? For the moment. And I'm Claire Dentes. John says I hear a spirit, but seems like my guys don't talk to me yet. Okay, I'm gonna go with Anna Joe, and then I'll go with you. Look, Anna, do this with me and whoever's wants to. Bring white light, like I said a few minutes before, and say just cleanse, 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 as if you will be bathing yourself in a shower of light. Try to find a point of connection within. Maybe it helps you breathe very quickly. And imagine that you have doors all over you and you are like in a neutral point. Maybe it's like all white, it doesn't end, it doesn't begin, it's just like all neutral. And all of those doors, just like go and open them, like quickly. Imagine, project your body of light that you open them, and you can say something like, well, this is what I am, but you can adapt it into your own needs because we're all learning here. I said, I give back what no longer belongs to me, and I'm ready to receive what is in my birthright for the highest outcome for all. And then I imagine that when I say I give back, I exhale like kind of, I imagine that I expose from my aura, and then when I ask to reclaim what belongs to me, I imagine that I receive, like I'm a magnet, then I attract. So in these things, normally I'm not that specific for something that I want. I'm more like general. So whatever I'm ready to receive, that or just open. Other quick thing that I'm doing is, and now that's when I'm gonna go with you, Joe. Cleanse, 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 center yourself. And then imagine that you have a scale in front of you. And one, you're gonna put your guides, spirituality, psychic gifts, your audience, and another you will place you. And now imagine that if it is an imbalance, that you place them on balance. And then you can do a decree and say something like, it's easy for me to hear spirit. I perfectly understand and I feel so connected with my guides that at any moment, if it's needed, it will come to me in a way that it's easy for me to understand the message or something like that. Because every time you said that, and it happens to me, that I can connect with my guides, then we place a block there energetically. Oh yes, I saw like pink. I think Anna, you're healing your divine feminine. It looks like magenta. So when I say something that it's limiting because it could be unconscious or conscious, so maybe I'm not aware. If I'm aware that I said, "Oh, I can't connect. It's so hard," I said, it doesn't apply to me." I throw it away, I cleanse, and then I shift it, and then I said, "I feel so blocked right now. Like I can't connect." but I'm very comfortable and hopeful that I'm in the process of hearing and listening my guts in a way that feels easy for me. Yes? So, whatever statement that it closes a door, shift it into a statement that's open for spirit to come and work with you and mediate a reality that feels good the majority of the time. Good? Good, Ash. Hi, I want to know what my purpose here. Thank you so much for being such a beautiful. Thank you. Okay. Mm, it, what I'm hearing, it's like discovering the true self. Like, oh, I couldn't hear your message. I can't read it. It feels like discovering the true version of you, like what all you could be. So I think your purpose comes in cycles, something like 5 cycles, 5 different versions of you that complements the mastery in your life. I hope that makes sense. Let me see, because it's the first time that. Okay, I can read the messages. Diana Gomez says, what I should focus on healing in the moment. I'm lacking clarity and I haven't feeling okay. Connect your heart and your mind, because our mind is super important, because a mind is like a librarian. Forgive my accent. So your mind, it is the manager, I'm glad you like it, that will organize the information that it's arising in the day. So if you said, I'm so blocked, I cannot do this anymore, then the mind is going to look for memories in this life or in any other where you have been blocked, that you don't know what to do anymore. And then a lot of ideas aligned with that situation, with that statement, will come into your reality. And when we engage, and I said we because it happens to me sometimes, engage in a situation like that, it's hard to see the truth because we are anchored in the illusion. Illusion, you recognize an illusion because it comes full of judgment towards yourself or towards others. So let's say let's say that we're talking about feeling blocked. I don't have clarity. So if I said, I don't have clarity, it's so confusing. That comes from judgment. It's like I can't see, I don't know where I am, I don't know what to do, like it's so hard. All of those judgments tell you that it doesn't come from spirit. It comes from the story, the programming. So, first of all, be present of where you are, and then choose a different context. The mind is like a child that misbehaved, that it has to be retrained, or a dog that misbehaved. I don't know if that makes sense. So you can say something, honor it, whatever you feel. At least this is what I do. I don't think we can enlighten ourselves without incorporating the shadow. The shadow is the foundation for our light to grow. It's like the roots of the tree. And at the same time, balance will represent the neutrality for light and dark all together, right? So, first of all, honor where you are and whatever you said. It's not about putting icing cake on top of a lie, because that will be ignoring, neglecting. It's about honoring, but leaving the door open. Like, I recognize I feel this, but I will leave the door open for spirit to come and show me a different way. So if I feel confused, maybe I will say something like, oh, you feel so confused right now. It's so hard to know where to go. And then you shift, sit into the part of you that knows how to do this. And then you said, but I'm confident because I'm meditating a lot and I have reading a lot and I'm learning a lot and I'm having lots of aha moments, that I will find the way to be clear at what needs to be done. Or I think it will be easier and easier to have clear ideas about what to do, or something that just leave it open. For me, when I wanted to connect with my guides, because imagine that I was seeing guides. I was seeing guides holographically with my eyes, physically, right? I was seeing that they will speak like da, 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 light language. And in the holographic version of me, I could see that that version of me was understanding, but I was clueless. So it made me feel frustrated. And I was like, oh, what is that? What is those symbols, right? What is the thing that I'm speaking that I don't understand? And then I will say something like every day, okay, I don't know what you want. I don't know where those Arcturians or the blue guy that appeared to me with the light buzzing in the head. I have no idea, but I'm open to learn. So just tell me the message again and again until I get it. And then I was just living it. I was trying to do it, but normally I couldn't. And then I would just leave it. If you're trying to feel so hard, then just leave it and say, okay, just show me the way. I'll be open to find the way. And by drawing, I was able to figure out how the message was. I was like, oh, the guy is pissed off. Why is he upset? Right? And then I was like, maybe I'm hearing some anger or something. So then I figured out that it was like encoded messages from the drawings that I was doing. And it was how I was able to understand. I was able to understand when I learned to listen to my own thinking and realize I was so violent sometimes. And if I was so violent, how it was on the world that I was going to find that balance. So I needed to reset what I knew, throw it in the garbage because it wasn't serving me, and find a way to believe different things where I was my best guide, the oracle, and the one who was in charge, the protagonist of my journey, and the ones who felt like I was in the right way, in the right direction, doing the right thing. And our mindset, it's very important for that. And normally you identify your mindset because if life doesn't feel good, your mindset needs to be reconnected. If you're talking things with a lot of judgment, critique, envy, insecurity, or not talking them, or you feel like block, then just like a clearing, right? And then honor it, but then try different ways that work out for you that describe life the way you want it. You can say something like, I've been so blocked my whole life. I feel like I'm the wrong planet. But I know that I'm not the only one. There are other people like me. Someone says they're called star seeds. And it was like a common trend. Like you feel out of the right planet because you remember things in other planes. So if we're many and you remember you have things in other planes, maybe it is because my awareness it's more vast than normal people. So it's gotta be a good thing, right? So I'm normally brainstorm things and then I select the ones I like until I find the version of reality that works out for me. The example of this is you go to a restaurant, you don't order everything, you just read, observe, and then you order what you want. If you don't order, the waiter will bring whatever. If you don't set intentions, then you will eat whatever it is. But when you make your choice, normally we do it because for what you prefer, for what you know, for what you like, right? So apply the same with your mindset and with your feelings. Find the one that it's less dark or confused or something, or the ones that you feel it feels more good for you. And with these, I'm gonna end right now. You're here. I just want to give you guys a quick update. I think I will go tomorrow. I will post if I have time and at what time I can go. I'll post later in the community service. I will post the invocation for the 11:11. Remember, these are great times for manifestation. Set your intention. This is what I want. This doesn't apply for me anymore. There are many quick, simple rituals for manifestation. The easiest, it's a guided meditation. I do have the shift. That is a course that is going to start tomorrow, and we'll have during 6 weeks a channeling video from Mary Magdalene where we will shift. We'll go into past journey, we'll clear, we'll align contracts, we will go into the future, and the idea it is to shift all that we are into a 2023 that will bring love, spirituality, and manifestation in whatever we want into the highest and best that we can have. If you'd like to know more about this, it does has a discount of 50%. I will post in the community service tomorrow according to the times that I have to do a live manifestation channeling for the 1111. Sign up for the channel or follow me on Instagram and Facebook if you would like to know about the free services right here. And I will let you know, you guys, like a free services to do on YouTube for you guys to ask questions, and hopefully I will know the answers. Have a beautiful rest of the day, and thank you for being here in Coded Frequency. It's because all of you, I would not be here if you guys are not. So I want to say thank you and honor each and every one of you for all the support. And I look forward to keep growing and connecting and learning from each other in the future. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Bye bye.